What's up, everyone? AJ here on Day Trader Boomer Bust, and I'm getting back into sharing my daily watch list and day trading recap videos. I'm also really excited about my completely new day trading station setup, which I really want to share with you. I will do a video on that, I promise, but that's not for today. Right now, I just want to get back into the swing of recording and posting these videos. So let's jump right into it. This is my watch list for today. I post this on my Twitter, which is at AJ daily at between 9 and 9:15 a.m. Eastern. On today's primary watch list, I had AFRM, which was trading on news of their partnership with Amazon. And then I also on the primary, I had Piton and PLTR as continuation plays based off of their daily charts. Then on the secondary list, I had Nvidia, AMC, Mara, Baba, and DraftKings, all as continuation plays based off of how they've been trading in the past week or so. So I also have a bit of a new layout here, as you can see, for the recap videos. Hopefully you like it. If I need to, I will adjust as we go along. But for now, this here are all the trades that I did for today. And this is a bit of a screen capture of ChartLog, which is my journaling software. As you can see, I took 14 trades today. That's a little bit more than I normally would like to take. Usually I would like to stay between 6 and 8 trades for the day. But what I found is that in the last couple weeks, the summer trading has really kind of hit here in August, where with lower than average volume, and also much more subdued kind of moves. And I've just found that I'm not saying there aren't opportunities, but I've just found that my trade book seems to have been less effective in this kind of a market. So I found that I've had to take a little bit more than average trades on a more regular basis here to hit, to at least try to hit my goals. That's not something I want to continue, but just something that has been happening lately. In any case, my first trade here was on AFRM, so let's take a quick look at that. Here's the 1 minute chart, and here on AFRM, you can see the first 1 minute candle here pushed up. This was a 1 minute ORB play. So what happened was, after it failed to push above this 50 SMA and also wicked off of this R2 level and pushed down, I went short over here. I probably should have waited for the bottom of this break of the bottom of this initial 1 minute candle. It did go in my direction, but then unfortunately pushed up and ended up stopping me out here. Now also, I've been more aggressive with moving my stop losses. My original stop loss was at above the body of this candle here, but then when it did move in my direction, I moved the stop loss to just above VWAP here, and this is because I've just found, like I said, in recent weeks, the open has been very choppy, and this is kind of how I've adjusted for it a little bit. As you can see here, I don't know if this actually would have stopped me out. Maybe had I kept it, the stop loss where it was, I would have gotten this move, but nonetheless, I ended up taking a little bit less than the 1 hour loss here, 0.8 hour, I think, and that was a losing trade to start the day. The next trade was on Nvidia, and on Nvidia here, you can see that again, this is all choppy price action here. Although the overall trend was moving up, it's definitely struggled here at the R4 level. Through a semi kind of upside down hammer here and then pushed down. So I was watching it for a trend continuation play. Some might call it an ABCD pattern. So when it threw this upside down hammer, I went short at the break below that hammer. A more conservative play for this would have been to wait for the break of this pre-market high level. In any case, it did go in my direction and easily hit my 2 hour profit target. So that was nice for the second trade of the day to have that winning trade. Then my next trade was on Piton. And I traded Piton If we look here at I traded Piton a couple times today, so this is the third trade of the day, and then we'll come back to it at the top there. But for this particular trade, what happened is Piton did sell off a little bit, then it pulled back, and I felt that it was still weak. So when it failed to push above this 50 SMA level, I went short as a bit of a trend continuation play for the break of this kind of spinning top or doji candle. Unfortunately, after just briefly going in my direction, it did push back up and ended up stopping me out. Again, I didn't take a full 1 hour loss. I was pretty aggressive with moving my stop loss here after it had initially went in my direction. So I took I think a 0.6 hour loss on this, but it was a loss nonetheless. So next, let's talk about the ticker I traded most today. Not entirely happy with most of the trades that I took on this, and this was on BABA. So it's a little bit easier to kind of see what I did here. Let's jump to the 5-minute chart. So on this 5-minute chart, you can see that BABA consolidated in this area here, and what I felt is I felt bullish, but after it threw this kind of hammer doji candle with a long bottom wick, I was bullish on it if it pushed above this previous day close. So it wasn't previous day close; it was from 2 days ago close, so let's clear those out. Here, I probably got in a little bit early, but when it pushed at this level here, I went long. Fortunately, got stopped out. There's two trades here that were actually both losers, so it just wasn't ready at that point. So I waited, and as you can see, it did come back up to that level. I went long again, and it didn't work. Those first three trades, I'm not disappointed with. It just, the timing was a little bit off, but I'm not unhappy with those trades. I am disappointed in these trades over here because, as you can see, I got caught getting, chopped out in this area. And if we go over, if we go over to the 1-minute chart here, let me zoom out there a little bit. You can see that this is, this is what we kind of call, kind of Christmas treeing this stock. If had I just been a little bit more patient for this volume to come in, and then as you can see, I did finally catch this move as I went long here, and then after these two partials, I ended up taking just over 2.2 R on this, so it was definitely a win, but I didn't need to take these losses. Anyways, I did, and that was that. So I kind of definitely took some disappointing trades on BABA there. So, and as we go back, if we kind of take a look here at the overall trades, you can see most of the trades that I did take today were on BABA, and this one, all of these were all losers until I finally caught that winner. It's something I've got to kind of clean up. In any case, you can see I took here on a trade here on DKS. So let's take a look at that. DKS, Dick's Sporting Goods, is something that has been trading well after earnings lately, but I've really felt that it was a little bit overextended. So if we jump here to the 5-minute chart, it threw this hammer candle right over here, and which wicked off of VPOC over here, and I really felt that if there was going to be at least a decent pullback, if not a full reversal, because it was on the daily chart. DKS is really extended. Unfortunately, it didn't go in my direction, ended up stopping me out, and I think I took about a 1 hour loss on that trade there. After that, I didn't even look at DKS anymore. After that, it's not a great intraday trading stock, but like I said, after its earnings, which it did do at the end, towards the end of last week, it has been trading so far. I might keep an eye on it over the next couple of days because I do think it's due for a bit of a pullback. But in any case, Oh, sorry. Um, so as we kind of get back here, next trade was on Nvidia. So Nvidia again is another one that's been trading well, like I said. So that early trade was a winner on it, and I felt there was another opportunity on it. Let's take a look here at the 5 minute chart where it's a little bit more apparent. You can see that Nvidia consolidated for about an hour in this area here, and I was waiting to see which direction it was going to choose to go. And looking at the level two, I was a little bearish on it, and I felt that if it broke below the bottom of this consolidation area, that it could really run. So I did take let's take a look at the. I think it's a little bit more clear on the 1 minute chart here as we zoom in. So, just move over here. Okay. So yeah, I did go short here at the break of that consolidation area and also the break of the 200 SMA here on the 1 minute chart. Unfortunately, I guess it was the timing was a little bit off. It did come back and stop me out there. But when it failed to push above this 50 SMA, like I said, I did really feel not just off of the chart but on the level two because there was a ladder forming to the downside starting at I think it was 228. There's definitely a good number of bids, and then like I said, all the way down, there was a nice ladder. So what I did was I did go short here as it failed to hold above this solid line here, which is the opening price, and then it did consolidate a little bit more, but then quickly went in my direction and easily hit my 2R profit target. So that was a solid trade there on Nvidia. And then my last trade of the day was, as I mentioned earlier, was back on Piton. So here on Piton, let me just move over here. Oh, right there it is. Zoom out here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, and let's take a look at the 5 minute chart, and it's a little bit more obvious what I'm actually doing here, the play. And let me just kind of explain that, I found definitely during the day, after the initial opening volatility, all my trades, midday and late day, are all, I look for opportunities off of the 5 minute chart, and then I look for my entries off of the 1 minute chart. So here, as you can see, there's this pre-market oops, sorry, let me just get rid of that. This dash line here is pre-market low, and after pushing up, Piton bounced off of this pre-market low. It didn't come back to test pre-market high and continued to push down. So I felt that if it pushed below pre-market low here, that I was bearish on this. So you can see that there's this. This was the level here, and as it formed a bit of a triangle, I went short as it broke below that, and fortunately this worked out easily. Went down and hit my 2R profit target, and that was I really needed that trade for the day because prior to this trade I was just red for the day, and this put me at 1.3R green for the day, and after that I called it a day because I just really didn't want to. I just didn't want to put any more at risk. It had taken me I felt too many trades to already get to that point, and the last couple weeks, like I said, have been a little bit tough. They're very up and down. I'm pretty much even for the last couple weeks, if not maybe slightly red. So to start the week off green, this week is nice. So this is the P&L for the day. As you can see, sorry. AFM, BABA here, and DKS. We're slightly red, but I took some good profit here on Nvidia and Piton. So to start the week off at 1.3 R green, like I said, after the last couple weeks, I'll take that, and hopefully can continue to trade well and have a really really strong week here, the last week of summer trading, and go into the fall trading session, moving in the right direction. So, anyways, that is it for the recap today. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching the recap. As I've said before, I'm really hope with the new trading setup, and as my daughter goes back to school, and we kind of get back in a good routine here, that I can post these on a more regular basis once again. So until until tomorrow, as I hope, and the next recap. This is AJ on Day Trader Boomer Bust signing out. Cheers.